This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch. Set up shop at the 25. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Rip, 23.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. His throw is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now you have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And Lawrence will throw. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Take right open.
On 1st and 2. And it's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars 7, Texans 0. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the set. On the ball. Let go.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now if you just max protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up, we'll soon find out.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. The Texans 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud sets up the play action. That one complete. It's tanked down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try and run for it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them offsides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
As Stroud now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Stroud. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. but I like where this game is situated.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, let's go.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Let's go now.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They're going right back to Hamlin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's caught by Jackson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He's got Hamler on the out route. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud will look to throw once more. It's caught by Jackson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Stroud. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Andre Sisco. That, Charles, the 1st interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the 1st one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
30 left.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. Try to lay one up deep. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Again, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, go.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Texans 3. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Ready.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Sink right. 11. Sink right open.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. St. Brown motioning left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Lisa 24.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Another carry for Pierce. Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Now Lawrence. incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Nifty move. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Texans 3. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. Jones on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
11, Agate. 30 left. Hey, I'm gun.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On second down, a run with Etienne. The 20, down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Sims on the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Going for it with Pierce. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Pierce. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. K.J. Hamler, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Yard line.
Hey, go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
Here we go, sir.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Think right.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Red on red.
At the 47-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 192 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Jacksonville.
Big 13 heavy. 13 loop. Loop.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.